This is the Fukushima nuclear power plant in Okuma, Japan. It has become a mounting concern for scientists and Japanese officials over the contaminated water that has been piling up in tanks outside the structure.
My concern is more about other forms of radioactivity that's still in there.
Nearly 1.2 million tons of radioactive water is sitting in hundreds of tanks outside the plant and has been building up daily since the Fukushima nuclear disaster, where an earthquake and tsunami crippled the plant in 2011. Officials have potential plans about releasing the radioactive water into the sea.
現時点で政府としての処分方針や決定時期を決めたという事実はありません。先売りすることはできないと思っています。今後できるだけ早く政府として責任を持って処分方針を決めたいと考えています。
It's a common practice for nuclear plants to release traces of water that contains tritium, a radioactive chemical that isn't very toxic when released in small amounts into the ocean. However, the tsunami in 2011 caused multiple nuclear meltdowns at the Fukushima Daiichi plant, and the damage left tons of contaminated water that is still being dealt with today.
You have groundwater every day flowing into and making contact with the molten core, picking up radioactive materials. So it's a consequence of the earthquake that broke down some of the barriers.
In the past, the Fukushima plant's officials said they plan to filter the radioactive water, which will get rid of most chemicals except tritium, and then release the filtered water into the sea. But if other harmful chemicals are not filtered before dumping, it can harm the marine life and fish that eventually get consumed by humans. Buessler says before dumping, Japan needs to prove that they've efficiently filtered the water, then slowly release it into the sea and actively monitor the damage it's causing.
I haven't seen any progress since they've started to release that data for removal of these non-tritium contaminants. So my challenge would be to them is, let's remove these contaminants, then show us what's in each tank.
Some local reports say the Japanese government may make the decision to dump the radioactive water from the Fukushima nuclear power plant into the sea before the end of October. Japanese officials have denied the reports and say they haven't reached a decision yet. Thanks for watching Global News. If you want to stay up to date on the latest breaking national and international news, be sure to subscribe to our channel.